In 4 days, Jackson County voters will tell these two men right here what they think of the plans to relocate and refurbish their respective stadiums.
Today, KCTV5's Ryan Hennessy sat down with the CEOs of both the Chiefs and the Royals to ask them directly the questions all of Kansas City wants answered.
He joins us now live from the Truman Sports Complex. And Ryan, what did Clark Hunt and John Sherman have to say?
Well, we really discussed a whole range of topics, but I try to keep the focus on that $1.7 billion that they're asking for from Jackson County voters. Let's go ahead and take a listen to part of that interview.
Back in '67, to pass the vote, there was a promise of a rolling roof back then. There wasn't enough money eventually to actually pay for the rolling roof, so it never happened. This time around, it seems like there's a little bit of a shortfall with some funds, between $650 and $700 million right now. If the stadium sales tax extension passed, how do you make up that difference?
It's important to get the yes vote, and once we have that, then we'll contact the governor and continue the discussions from there. You mentioned back in 1967, when the sports complex was approved, it was a 100% publicly financed project. And then in 2006, when we did the renovations at that time, both clubs put in significant money. In the case of our family, we've invested several $100 million into Arrowhead. And if the sales tax passes on Tuesday, we've committed to invest at least $300 million into the renovation.
Now, this conversation is far from over. We also talked to John Sherman about those crossroads businesses, and then Clark Hunt weighed in on what happens if Kaufman gets demolished out here, what they kind of do with the parking lot. We have more on that conversation coming up at 5 p.m. tonight, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Reporting from Truman Sports Complex, Ryan Hennessy, KCTV5.
All right, Brian, thank you.